Welcome back to the Washington State Dynasty. Today is the final game of the regular season as Washington State faces arch-rival Washington on the road in the snow. The Cougars will find out if they are going to a bowl game as they come into today's game 5-6. Last week, Washington State annihilated the Utah Utes 66-14. Washington has lost their last two games, however it was against two of the top teams in the Pac-12. The series has been dominated by the Huskies, but to advance, the Cougars must come out on top. Let's get started. Jordan Escalo is set to begin the day, and week 14 is underway. Taylor is back to return the kick for Washington. He's going up the middle, cutting to his left, and room to run, but that room closed quickly. Siler Miles comes out for the first time today. He hands off to Collier, who goes to his right and picks up 5 yards. Under center once more, Miles from the I form, hand off to Collier again, this time left. He pushes one defender down, but is brought down by Taliulu. Williams in motion for Washington. Miles keeps it, but he is brought down to the backfield for a loss of 3, brought down by Darius Lamora. 2nd and 3, draw play to Collier, and he is met in the backfield and brought down by Darius Lamora again. 4-man front for Washington State on 3rd and very long. Washington State, and that was nearly caught, but knocked out by Charleston White. Connor Halliday, Marcus Mason, and Vince Maley will all take the field for the final time today. Marcus Mason starts us off with a 6-yard gain on the counter play. Now 3 wide set, Connor Halliday drops back, quick throw, and Gabe Marks not able to hang on to that one. Now 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4, 3 wide set once more. Connor Halliday drops back, pressure coming, and nearly intercepted. That is a 3-and-out for this Cougars offense. Washington takes the field for the second time today, and Miles appears to just abandon ship pretty quickly right there, as it is now 3rd and 7. Under center once more, Siler Miles drops back. He's trying to take off, and sacked by Destiny Viau, his 8th sack of the year. Split back set to start out for Washington State. Unsuccessful on their first drive, but a much better start on the second, 18 yards for Marcus Mason. Connor Halliday has a back in motion, that's Mason, and then outside to Isaiah Myers for a gain of 15. Man in motion, this time is Christoph Williams, and Marcus Mason trying to get to the outside, brought down by Shaq Thompson, who has a shot to be a first-round pick in the NFL draft. Connor Halliday once more, and he is sacked for a loss of 7. Tried to gear up to throw that one and was not able to get rid of the ball. Miles going to the outside this time, has a man in Taylor, and Kendall Taylor steps out before he could get to the first down line. So now 2nd and 3, Miles drops back. He has a man in Hardvickson, and that is nearing the 50-yard line, but just short, 13 yards on that play. Once more Miles, this time on a draw play to Collier. He gets tripped up and only is able to pick up 1 yard. 3rd and 6 for the Huskies now. 3-man front for the Cougars. Miles takes off. He has room to run, but brought down. A only gain of 1, Destiny Viau on that tackle also. From the pistol this time, Marcus Mason trying to bounce it outside. Great block from Vince Maley, and Marcus Mason is able to pick up 15 yards. Morrow is now the second back on the field. Marcus Mason gets the carry. He goes straight up the gut and picks up 6, nearing the 45-yard line. So now Jamal Morrow gets the handoff this time. He's trying to bounce it to the outside and picks up 10 yards, and now in Husky territory. Fake to Mason, and we're going deep, intercepted by Walker. A terrible throw by Connor Halliday. His feet were not set, and that caused an interception. Miles trying to take off now, and he is hit hard but not brought down, and he fights to around the 40-yard line. Call it 18. Miles draw play this time to Collier, and he's brought down just short of the first down line nearing the end of the first quarter. Now into the second, and a quick throw to Mickens as pressure was nearly there, and Jaden Mickens picks up 10 yards. Nearing the red zone for the Huskies, fake to the running back, and Silas Miles keeps it, and that is a gain of 6. Tied it in motion, Miles rolling out to the left. He steps up, and that is inside of the 5 for the Huskies. A defensive battle so far, but the Huskies are trying to make the first points of the day. And now keeping it on the read option, Siler Miles goes into the end zone on a 4-yard run to give the Huskies a 7-0 lead. Like I said, a defensive battle Only 61 yards in the first quarter from what is normally a pretty explosive offense. Starting off this drive though, pass to Isaiah Myers, picks up 15 yards. Also could be his final game as a Cougar. Connor Halliday drops back, and Isaiah Myers drops it. In a game like this where you're fighting for your lives, you cannot have mistakes like that. Now from the Wildcat, Jamal Morrow keeps it on the read option. Might have been better off handing it off, but now 4 wide set for the Cougars on 3rd and long. Halliday steps up and nearly intercepted by Beaver. That would have been a huge play from the safety. Siler Miles back on offense, fires to the outside, and what a truck by Ross, who is brought down just short of the 1st down line. Now play action fake to Collier across the middle, this time to Taylor, and Kendall Taylor picks up the 1st down. So 3-man front for the Wazoo defense, and Miles keeps it again on the read option. We've had a lot of trouble stopping running quarterbacks so far throughout this entire year, and he picks up 15. Throw to the outside for Ross, and that is just short of the 1st down line once more. 3rd and inches, 3-man front, and this is another read option. Destiny Via reads it wrong, and Miles is off to the races. Touchdown. That makes it 14-0 pending field goal. Miles looking like another Washington quarterback. Oh, look at some of our offensive performance so far. Connor Halliday really struggling. Doing okay on the ground, 43 yards already for Marcus Mason, who surpassed 700 on the year. Trying to stretch it to the outside, and Mason could have lost significant yards, but ends up picking up 4. 3rd and 5, Connor Halliday dropping back. He's looking, and another drop, this time by Marcus Mason. Like I said, in a game of this magnitude, you cannot drop the ball. However, Siler Miles on the read option once more, he picks up 6 yards. 2nd and 4, 3-man front once more, going with the contain, and Miles trying to get to the outside and brought down just short of the 1st down line by the senior Tracy Clark, who had 2 pick sixes last week against Utah. But Collier going up the middle, and he had a lot of room to run, brought down by Darius Zamora, a finalist for a couple of national awards. But Siler Miles nearly intercepted by Tracy Clark. Another drop that could have been his 3rd pick 6 in 2 weeks. But Miles drops back on 2nd down, and almost a big catch, very similar to the play earlier where that ball was knocked out. But 4-man front now on 3rd down, and nowhere close. Very inaccurate throw right there. And that will force Washington to kick a field goal. Kick is up, and it sneaks in there with just over 3 minutes left in that half. But now Theron West back to return the kick. Gerald Wicks is the up back and going to the outside. He has a little bit of room to run and brought down just past the 40-yard line. 4 wide set for the Cougars. Connor Halliday throws, and he finds his man Isaiah Myers, a senior to senior connection. Play action fake to Mason, looking to go outside and find Gabe Marks. However, they will mark him just short of the 1st down line. Dom Williams in motion, who's seen a lot of his playing time decrease significantly since his injury. But Marcus Mason gets the pitch and a great run to put us inside of the red zone with just over 2 minutes left in the half. Now Connor Halliday from the shotgun, looking to go with a screen pass to Marcus Mason, who cuts up field and picks up around, we'll call it 4. So nearing 1.5 minutes left, Connor Halliday drops back. He's looking, and what a catch by Vince Maley. Those are the type of catches you have to make. But now Marcus Mason hurdles and punches it in. Makes it a 1-possession game. Actually, 2-possession game. Sorry about that. But now just over 1 minute left. Washington trying to put something on the board. Try and maybe get a field goal or even a touchdown. But on 3rd and 3, this would be a huge stop to just go ahead and get into halftime. And it's not going to happen. Williams has room to run. Taliulu in pursuit and pushes him out of bounds at around the 32-yard line. This is a huge, we got to get a stop here. Miles across the middle to Williams again, and it is now goal to go with 40 seconds left, a lot of time to work with, and they only have 1 timeout. So Miles steps up in the pocket, trying to take off, and he goes got tabletop there, if you will, and picks up 1 yard. So now 3rd and goal. Miles drops back. He tries takeoff again. And this time he is brought down by Tony Polley. And Washington will just go ahead and kick the field goal. And that will end up taking us into halftime. 20-7. We have really struggled on offense so far. Our defense has not played well either. They allowed 0 points to start the game in the first quarter, but Washington has come back with 20 points in the second quarter. So we need our offense to start clicking if we want any chance of going to a bowl game. You can see we have 137 yards when we come to this game, averaging around, I believe, 400 yards total. So not really close to our average yet, but starting off the second half. Isaiah Myers gets the jet sweep, bounces off tackle, goes with the spin move. A lot of work for only 4 yards. So now 3rd and 6. Connor Halliday dropping back. He's looking. Man open deep. It's Gabe Marks. He catches it. Room to run and brought down. That could have been a much bigger play if that ball was not underthrown. But now Connor Halliday drops back once more. Another screen pass, this time to Marcus Mason. He makes a move and brought down just past the 20-yard line, now in the red zone. This would be a huge momentum shift if we could pick up a touchdown right here. But Marcus Mason picks up the first down. That's most important right now, keeping this drive alive. Connor Halliday, he's dropping back, going to the end zone, and what a pitch and catch from Halliday to Maley. It appeared he got his foot in, a perfect back shoulder throw, and that was our 50th touchdown of the year. A very productive season offensively. Our defense is where we definitely have got to improve. Now going with a quick screen pass to Williams, who picks up the first down and around 9 yards, as Washington is over 150 yards passing on the day. 1st and 10 for the Huskies, firing to the outside, and Kendall Taylor picks up, we'll call it 4. So now 3rd and 6. Miles on another screen pass to Williams again, and this time not able to pick up the first down. 3rd and short for the Huskies, shotgun set. Read option once more, trying to get to the outside, and Miles picks up the first down and stumbles down into Cougar territory. Now working from the shotgun once more, this time a handoff to Collier. He has room to run, and that is another first down. This defense has got to get a stop, or at least a turnover if we want to get back in this game. Cannot allow them to put more points up on the board. And another first down. This defense is just getting picked apart. One of the worst pass defenses all of the entire NCAA. And Collier is brought down inside of the 5-yard line. This gives Washington a great opportunity to make it a 2-score game. And on 1st and goal, they'll have to work from 5 yards back, as it is a false start penalty. Going with a handoff, this time to Collier, and Chester Sua comes up with the tackle for loss, and Collier appears to be down and hurt. We'll have to see if that affects his status for the rest of the game. Miles going to the outside, touchdown Marvin Hall. 7 yards, and Washington State will receive the kick after Washington decided to only go with an extra point and not make it a 14-point game. Theron West trying to bounce to the outside, running along the sideline, and pushed out after a gain of 37. You can see we're being outgained by 123 yards. We have got to have a productive offensive drive if we want to stay in this game. There's still a lot of time left, but if we let Washington have the ball back, they probably will be able to put more points on the board, and that would not be good for us. But the pitch to Gabe Marks goes. He has a room to the outside, brought down just past the 25-yard line, and makes his way into Husky territory. 4 wide set for the Cougars. Connor Halliday dropping back. Quick throw across the middle to Gabe Marks, who picks up 7 yards. Now trips right. Connor Halliday drops back. He's looking and brought down. That is his 4th time being sacked in the day, that time from Elijah Qualls. Connor Halliday fakes to Mason. He goes across the middle for Vince Maley, and he is inside of the 10-yard line. Goal-to-goal situation for Wazoo. Now trying to bounce to the outside. Marcus Mason brought down hard, but now inside of the 5-yard line. Fake to Mason. Keeper, and Connor Halliday is into the end zone, and this is a 6-point game. This has been a very exciting game. After going down 14-0, I was a little worried, but we've come back and bounced back very well. But now Hardvick sent across the middle for 6 yards. Bunch set to the right. Miles drops back. He's trying to take off and sacked by Destiny Viao. His 9th sack of the year, nearing 10. That would be a huge milestone for him in his junior year. But Kendall Taylor on a 24-yard corner route gets the first down. Another throw to the outside to Taylor once more. And nearing the end of the 3rd quarter, just under 40 seconds left. Now quick throw, and somehow Mickens got that wide open. Brought down by, I believe that was Jeff Farrar. Someone got beat there. We brought an edge rusher off the corner, which was our cornerback, but that was not his zone to cover. So not exactly sure what happened there. But the backup running back showing he can be productive in Levon Coleman. He gets his 2nd carry of the day and brought down inside of the 5-yard line. That should be the end of the 3rd quarter. And it will be down by 6 points. Washington trying to make it a 2-possession game from 3rd and 1. Pitch to the outside. Coleman, and he gets into the end zone. On 3rd down, what would have been a huge stop turns into a huge play for Washington. And the Cougars will come out in a 5-wide set. Pressure gets there, and Connor Halliday has not had a lot of time to throw so far today. 4-wide set this time. Isaiah Myers goes with a sweet spin move and gets back what we lost. 4-wide set once more. Connor Halliday drops back. Pressure's coming, and a great play by Littleton, and that will force the Cougars to punt. You have got to get a stop right here. And that is the perfect way to get this drive started. Daryl Monroe comes up with his 4th sack of the year. Going to the outside this time to Ross, and John Ross picks up what was lost on 1st down to set up 3rd and long. Miles, pressure gets there, and what a play by Robert Barber, who comes up with the sack and going with a play action to Mason. Connor Halliday drops back across the middle, wide open. Isaiah Myers inside of Husky territory, brought down at the 45-yard line. Connor Halliday once more. Outside, this time to Dom Williams. Only his 6th catch of the year. Working from the pistol, firing to the outside for Kristoff, and Williams picks up 6 yards. Gotta get going quickly. Only 4 minutes left, and we still have to score twice. Connor Halliday rolling out to the right, and that probably could have even ended the game. The interception was dropped, and now a quick throw to Gabe Marks, who gets inside of the 15-yard line. Now working from a 3-wide set, Connor Halliday, pressure coming, and sacked for a loss of 8 yards. That is a huge play by another possible 1st-round draft pick, Danny Shelton. Across the middle, Kristoff Williams goes up and gets it. He does not want to lose. However, he was slow to get up. And on 4th down, Vince Maley, touchdown, Cougars. It's now a 7-point game as Connor Halliday is over 250 yards passing. Washington back on the field, and surprisingly throwing it, and Siler Miles is sacked by Robert Barber. Actually, that is Tony Polley, in fact, and he loses 4 yards. Now going with a draw play this time to Devon Coleman, and that is a gain of 7 yards. So now 3rd and 8. This is the biggest play of the game. Miles drops back. He's looking, trying to find someone. Intercepted by Tracy Clark. That's a huge play, and his 3rd interception of the year. Great field position to work with. 2 minutes left, and on the first play, Marcus Peters comes up with a huge sack, and now working from just beyond the 40-yard line. Connor Halliday looking. He's going deep. Man out there, and knocked away by Peters. The shutdown corner has done a pretty good job on Gabe Marks today, and we'll go for 3rd and long. Huge play right here, and Halliday is sacked by Danny Shelton again. Coming up huge when it matters most. 4th and a mile. Pressure getting there. Connor Halliday hit as he throws, and it's 17 yards, but 9 yards too short. Miles trying to get to the outside. He's hit by Talu, breaks that tackle, and pushed out by Viao to set up 3rd and short. Now this is the biggest play of the game. Coleman trying to bounce outside, and brought down by Jeremiah Lyson. The Cougars' hopes are not dead yet. Trying to block the punt. Do not get there. Theron West back to return it. He has some room to run. Trying to get to the outside. Clock running. You got to get out of bounds. And 9 seconds to work with from about their 20-yard line. 30-yard line. Connor Halliday across the middle. That's a huge play for Dom Williams. And we are now in Cougar territory. One more shot. Halliday dropping back. Pressure gets there. Outside. Man there. And incomplete. He got hit as he threw. And that means no bowl game for the Washington State Cougars. Brought down by arch rival Washington. That's a huge loss. Had a shot to tie it up at the end. A great play call, wide open. Throw was off target, or Gabe Marks might have been able to go even all of the way. Siler Miles is your player of the game. Incredibly disappointing, especially after the way we played against Utah. Connor Halliday goes out with a bang. Over 300 yards passing. I think that's like the 10th time he's done that this year. It's just incredible. And then our defense, they played well at certain times. Got good pressure for once, actually. Forced a turnover when needed, but just not able to come up with the win. As we had great field position on the Tracy Clark interception, but not able to convert. But now working our way towards the offseason, UCLA had a chance for a national championship, but they lost in the Pac-12 championship to Oregon State. And UCLA even had the Heisman Trophy winner, but that wasn't even enough for them. So going into the offseason, we only have 3 targets. I got pretty much all the players I wanted. A couple of quarterbacks, a couple of running backs, 3 tight ends, an offensive lineman, defensive lineman, wanted both. Defensive end and defensive tackle, fullback, and then an outside linebacker, Brian Wiley. Probably one of the players I am most excited for. But a very disappointing loss. Can't wait to get into the offseason. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on the game down below, because I'm out.